What? Pally rifle, everybody.
Pally rifle. When was the last time we saw this? In this matchup?
Long time ago. I can still remember. Good to have Lemus in the chat. People say that this strat is dead, but maybe that is the reason to bring it back.
It was always hard to make Pally Rifle work against a really good Cryptlord Expo play. But if there's no Cryptlord, because 1-0 plays less Cryptlord, then maybe there's a way.
Oh, there's a Lich. Oh, Infi knows that 1-0 loves to play Lich here on springtime. A little bit similar to Labby. And he wins the psychological warfare here.
Maybe 1-0 should just not expand.
Yeah,
just
I
play
agree.
one base, play a super strong Lich, and nuke those rifles.
1000%.
Very interesting now.
He knows it now. He can't cancel the Lich anymore, except if he wants to counter with like Dark Ranger. But yeah, Pally Rifle in 2025, it's still a thing. But yeah, this is problematic for 1-0 right off the bat.
He is committing for the Expo. Unsummoning the altar, not the shop as Happy likes to do. The great thing against Pally Rifle is you can always go for the Haunted first, and it always finishes. Because the Pally Rifle opening is so slow, there's no danger. I think 1-0 should definitely do that. Go for the Haunted first. Get the resources for it pretty much. We've seen many crazy games where Lich first looked really good, really far ahead, and it seemed like there was no way this game could be lost. But then the Pally Rifle magic begins. Yeah. So there's a lot of potential to even beat a 2-base advantage, even in the late stages.
Let's see. Did Infi still play this versus human? Versus orc? Answer is yes. Very successful as well. So he still knows how to do it. Infi never struck me as the #1 Pally Rifle player. He was always a little behind the curve. Execution was oftentimes a little slow. But as a curveball, and those both are great strategic minds for the game, and they try to counter each other with strategies. And given that they played so many show matches against each other, I love this approach.
Where are the skellies, by the way? Why is there no surround on one of the rifles?
Well, there are skellies now. We're going for the Pally first and foremost. 3 rifles here. The damage should easily be enough.
And, okay. Expo cancelled, but there should have been one rifle killed earlier. Another rifle killed now. 1-0 trying to surround. And gets the next kill. Okay. That was expensive for Infi. Is it worth it? I guess so, but 2 rifles dead at the start of the game ain't great.
First sub of the game. Thank you very much, Suwap Beast. Thank you for the tier 1. Let's go 5 years. Looking forward to the next 5. So do we, brother. So do we.
Backpack. Why is nobody getting backpack? It's so good on Lich, man. Keep spamming those skellies. Sometimes I wish I had a megaphone that I could shout into, and every underplayer has to listen to me. You know, like schizophrenia. Everyone hears my voice in their head.
You know...
Oh, backpack!
We would have, after 12 hours, 0 undead players left on this planet.
No, this ones that stick around would be so much stronger. Anyways, point is, backpack really good with Lich. I've seen sometimes games where 1-0 plays Lich first, and he doesn't have a skelly summon in like 6 minutes. And that is criminal. And it drives me crazy.
Not too much to drive anymore. So far, we have a little bit of a stalemate. 1-0 gets his expansion up eventually. But yeah, you gotta somehow slow down Infi, who gets the mercenary camp now. Got a ring as well, which is super nice. Lich, ready for the steal.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was gonna stay in the shadows for the perfect Nova then to steal the last hit, but shows himself earlier. Wants to interrupt here as much as he can. Ghouls, of course, can be sniped pretty easily by those rifles. And there's enough mana still on the Pally to keep everything pretty much healthy.
1-0 seems to remember the old responses. Tech but early graveyard as well for Spirit Tower, Spirit Tower, Spirit Tower. You gotta bunker up. Fort Knox needs to be established here so that the rifles run into a big undead wall. Lich. Easy. Very easy steal.
Yeah, did it this time with a sentry ward. Nicely done. And so Pally level 3 is slowed down by a little bit. Got a bit more creeping also by the ghouls. Lich really needs boots. You know what also he needs? Rods. Get some rods, baby.
Rotzfrech. Need some healing here on the ghouls. Need some progress. Level 4 would be amazing. And he got the rod, Remo. You can be happy. Blood Mage is out too. Blonde Devil makes an appearance. We tower up already in case of a run by. But yeah, this is a big push coming now. Infi still needs to farm up to 50. But then he arrives at the undead base and he doesn't plan on leaving.
Be great to get Lich level 4 quickly as well, but looks like that is not going to be the next target. What is the next target for 1-0? Counterattack can be pretty strong with a mobile ghoul army. Oh, and snare on a rifle. That's an invitation.
Fully accepted. Mana is available. Holy Light first. Maybe he wants to play around the cooldown. Yep, exactly. Didn't want the Nova to go to waste, so he was waiting for that. Ghouls retreating without too many losses here. Also, not too much mana to siphon. Man, it feels like the animation for like Blood Mage, Siphon, and Dark Ranger Life Drain we haven't seen for like 15 years, and all of a sudden they're everywhere.
They're losing a couple of ghouls here, a little unnecessarily. Normally you want to rush tier 3, hold on until you get Frenzy, and then overrun with Frenzy. I like the counterattack though.
Me too. That's what you always want. Drain TPs, but 1-0 doesn't have a TP. So he has to commit, and he has to do lots of damage for Infi to feel forced to TP.
Yeah, this is not enough ghouls. 4 ghouls attacking the human main, where we got 2 rifles already. Bit of an awkward spot now.
Shop down. Workshop coming at the shop. That's interesting, as it's a lot about heal scrolls as well. Infi holding the skill point just yet? If it's Flame Strike or not. Usually against lots of towers, you want Flame Strike.
Infi is kind of running low on mana here. There's only 2 Holy Lights left. Especially if the Lich positions well. Has to make sure not to get siphoned too much. And he just eats the siphon. Bro, what are you doing?
Well,
Just eating siphon, but
eating a ghoul now. Not enough though. Not enough. So there was a little more fodder even. Yeah, the push's coming. Workshop ready. Mortar ready. How about the towers? We got 3 extra Acolyte as well to repair. 1-0 must know that this push is coming. Where are his eyes on the map?
And where is his second hero, by the way?
Taking a break.
It's Lich solo so far.
Yep.
Is he considering Lich solo for level 3 Nova?
Investing in a lot of ghouls now. Going up to 14.
Level 3 Nova is pretty sick. DK is also pretty good, though.
Speaking of sick, Sobi Mask on the Paladin. Heal potion as well. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good on this map where there's so many good camps compact next to each other. All those oranges in the middle.
Mortar laying siege now. There's no shop at the expo. Will hurt. No access to mana potions. Slaughterhouse only now. DK only now. Clock is ticking. Pressure's rising.
Damage from the Nova. Shrugged off.
Easy kills here. This must be Flame Strike, right?
3 for the Blood Mage.
Must be Flame Strike. He's just not skilling yet.
Not skilling it. Is it 2 points in Siphon?
No. He got 2 unspent skill points at the moment.
Wants to make the right decision.
Slightly above the threshold. First tower down soon.
1-0 didn't get the orb yet. He's waiting for Frenzy, of course. I like the aura first. It makes me crazy when they go coil first and they get siphoned and there's only one coil the whole game.
If this Nerub falls, 1-0 supply block. Or the... Okay, he's supply block. This is disastrous for 1-0.
Let's remake the Ziggurat. Decent levels. We have Flame Strike now, by the way.
Oh yeah, level 2. Boom, baby! Not cancelled. Good damage. Heal scroll only on the side of Infi. The Lich is not looking great. Would love to have a coil now. Level 4 on the Paladin as well. Still using Holy Lights defensively. This looks like the good old Pally Rifle of 2024. Mortar teams not doing that much, but yeah, this base will fall once the fight is over. The Mortars regain value. And it seems like Infi has this in full control.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. Pally Rifles apparently are back, baby. I mean, Pally Rifles always were very popular on this map. On other maps, especially bigger maps, I doubt this is going to be playable. But here, first map in this best of 7, looking really good. Tons of acolytes for the repair. Seemingly not enough against all these mortar teams.
Heal scroll available? No. Did he buy nothing? A TP? A TP. Not sure. Okay, he's trying to trade. There's barely any base defense, of course. 1 Nova. That was always the happy style with lots of ghouls into bases. Maybe there is a chance to come back as 1-0 has that tier 3 established.
Oh, good Nova. No TP back still. He's waiting a long time. I guess he wants to take out that Haunted first. And he will. Keep now being threatened. But there should be time to TP, surely. Nova though. More kills. So many peasants going down.
He's down to 5 workers now. Not too many losses on 1-0 side. He is already at 38, so there wasn't too much to kill anyway. This economy is in shambles, but maybe he can glue it together.
Lich level 5 will be the next big level up. It's not that close though. Riper's still looking strong with 2-0. More teams, I guess, now falling off a little bit with no more buildings to kill easily at the expo. And the hit and run can continue.
Okay, no TP currently on Infi. Will he be outmaneuvered? No third hero, as you said. We're still waiting for Nerubs. We're still waiting for Ziggurats. Infi is the last game against 40 in the back of his mind where he had this gigantic lead and then had to tap out at some point.
I think he's still looking good here. Oh, finding the opponent at the red camp. Lich has a TP out. Is he gonna get the item? DK, who gets it just in time. Couple of ghouls going down though. That was quite a few, wasn't it?
Yeah, and quite important that the item was also on 1-0. It was only the Unholy Aura. But the Pally Rifle army with additional movement speed is really, really scary.
A player's forces are under attack.
5 ghouls, that was.
1-0 looking a little bit desperate. He's trying to expand again, but good scout here by Infi cancels that one easy. And there we thought Pally Rifle was no longer playable in this matchup. Infi with a great read, first game of the series, smells that Lich coming a mile away.
Oh, and he's forced into a counter TP again. That's another ghoul down for pretty much nothing. Did I lag?
Nope.
Thankfully. Feel Shinkong's wrath in my neck. What can 1-0 do from here on out?
Yeah, it's... If he had triple hero, I would say, hey, this is still totally winnable. Go for the level 3 on the third hero, or at least level 2, whether it, you know, could have been Crypt Lord or Dark Ranger. but duel hero only here is really bad. Lich level 5. That's the best hope he has, I think. Lich level 5 and a ton of Novas.
Well, we also get Paladin level 5 very, very soon with a little bit of a green. Sees the creep check opportunity. 120 is again working on an expo and he goes A-bombs. I never liked A-bombs against Peli Rifle. Feels like a bit of a trap. They are gunned down quite quickly, especially with low-level coils, especially with low mana available.
Yeah, I've never seen them work really either, especially mass A-bombs gets completely slaughtered. But if it's 1 or 2 A-bombs with disease, plus then lots of ghouls, maybe there's a way. Gotta be honest though, I'm not feeling too hopeful here. But this is good. Hit and run buys, fast ghoul army, forcing those TPs. Important also for Infi to get counter kills to not make this such a one-sided affair, and he gets them. 2 ghouls go down again.
With Holy Light, that's of course a one-tap at some point. Pew, pew, pew! Reminds me of Instagib days of UT 2004. Oh yeah.
Wait, wasn't it Unreal Tournament 2003?
It was both. It was first 2003 and then 2004. It was released 1 year apart from each other.
Oh, there was a 2004.
I don't lie to my people.
Was there a 2005?
No.
Dude, that plasma gun,
Best.
where it shot out this orb, and then you shoot it and it expands, that was so cool.
No discussion, best weapon in any game ever. But that doesn't help 120 here.
Going for a Crypt Lord. And going for more A-bombs. It's a lot of damage.
I feel these holy lights. And it's not feeling good.
Level 2 Death Knight. That's not very impressive.
Super.
An expansion gonna be going down again. Has to get in counter damage here, 120. But the main base walled off. We got some towers here.
Mortar damage is good. Maybe if Lich moves forward, he will be burned. So it wasn't too many kills. Lots of damage also used. Here we go. On level 3 on town portals, of course.
If he's not TPing back, he is going for his own attack.
Oh, there was a lot of peasants. Oh yeah, it's just a staff. Okay. Is the shop down?
Wait, there's no Pally up here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he tele-staffed. And now he can't tele-staff back. And the paladin has very short legs. Oh!
Infi, that was a big risk.
Paladin is coming. He's rushing home. Might be intercepted by the Crypt Lord who sees him. But 120 has no shop here. He can't heal.
If there had been an Impale Nova, this could have been like 5 rifle kills instantly. That was really lucky for Infi. That could have been way worse.
Yeah, Crypt Lord was already half the map. Here we go, though. But no, we don't have mana anymore until you eat something, and the Holy Light is strong.
Need to get out the next Impale before the Siphon. Where's the Impale? Oh, that was very sloppy. Could have used an Impale here. Now he's out of mana. Siphon, of course, absolutely insane in these kinds of games.
Infi is kind of falling apart, though, isn't he? 4 rifles left, and then there is longevity in these A-bombs. Is rebuilding the shop now, which he desperately, desperately needs. Do we have a mana potion? Can he just click on the DK?
Got a lot of mana on this Pally. Siphon plus Stoby. Death Knight still hurt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, can't you just do it the entire time? Play around the cooldown. Nuke, 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 nuke.
Impale. Where's the Impale? Don't get siphoned again, dude. I'm telling you.
Here we go. Don't be so mean. We're marching forward. Same supplies still. Wonder, A-bomb not saved at any time. Crypt Lord packing a punch.
Nova double kill, ate a ghoul for it. DK back at the shop. Potions, many of them. Heal pot, mana pot. Level 5 Blood Mage. Pally 5.5.
Cryptlord right clicks, man. Respect them. His might cannot be matched. Lots of right clicks against these rifles. It's only 3 rifles. Excuse me, 2.
Aggressive Holy Light instead of saving the rifleman.
Yes,
A little
sir.
bit questionable, maybe.
Forks, thank you for the double raid on YouTube and Twitch. Much love.
Yeah, 1-0 here, trading pretty well. He could also eat A-bombs, get more mana back.
Can he nuke at some point, this Blood Mage? He's trying. He has a mana potion, but of course Holy Light is at the ready. But that's Infi's army, right?
Pally, though.
That's Infi's army. Two rifles. It's nothing.
Number 2, Crypt Lord. DK hurt again, but always going for potions when he can. The more teams took out the shop. That's huge. But now, Pally almost dead. A-bomb eaten. Coil Nova. Pally hurt. Lich also a little bit bruised. But of course, fighting on Blight here. Lots of regen all the time. Mana running low. Very, very low.
Pally, no! Great click! Avada Kedavra! Infi, Pally in the dirt!
Oh, Infi! Infi!
1-2-0 finds a way out, man. After so many losses, this fight was it, but he had started. He wanted to trick 1-0 into portaling with the telestaff with the Paladin, and that backfired big time.
Yeah, pretty sick. That could have been also microed a lot better. There were so many rifles he lost he could have saved if he just used those Holy Lights defensively. A little bit over tunneling on the DK. Also, severe lack of heal scrolls if you ask me. But hey, that's good for us. That makes for a closer game than perhaps it should have been.
Primo says it's good for us only when the undead wins. Everybody knows the undead cabal is strong. But yeah, can we lame our way back with like Zeppelin Flame Strike? 1-0 still on 1 base only. We're mining out. 50 gold in the main here. 90 in the main on the other side. Oh, Pally, 55 seconds.
Oh, this is very smart. Taking out the altar. A tavern res is going to be required, but there's no resources for that. This might be the knockout blow right here, right now.
The Paladin was also the hero with the big items that you could have sold for a potential Blood Mage revive. But yeah, you gotta go to the tavern. I don't know if that's enough, actually. Still sieging. Are we having a base race right now? No way.
I tell you what, Neo. Pally rifles without Pally, isn't that good?
Ah, it's like rifles, huh? Oh my god, this Lich. This Lich is coming to clean house. Leave my family.
It took a while to come online, but he finally got it.
GG. 1-2-0 takes map number 1. Mamma mia, what the game. The return of Pally Rifle. Maybe not successful, but extremely entertaining. And now Infi, 2 more or less thrown games back to back. It's gotta be in the back of his head for map 2. So, I really wonder how Infi plays the Mountain King. Steal by 1-2-0. Lovely. He doesn't know just yet that he can't dispel water elementals, but healing on a Dreadlord is always appreciated. Versus human, Infi oftentimes plays Stormbolt Bash. Against ghouls, I would love to see a clap, but it's a bit mana dependent. And Infi, not the item he was looking for. Scroll of the Beast without water elementals. Heh. Alex, thank you for the sub. 69 months.
Hell yeah.
69 months. Nice. Well, currently there's not a dual cast, but will be back. We have a Ring of Regeneration on that Dreadlord, and that's the strength here. You sleep the most powerful creep, and then you creep the rest with your usual army. Mountain King takes a little bit of time. This might be an opener for 1-2-0, and since it's Mountain King, I think it's also not too unlikely that we do see the gargoyles back. They work nicely against towers. Of course, Mountain King can't shoot up. Footman can't shoot up. And Priest get back by them, so will be interesting. Militia marching across. Easy camp here, more or less. And 1-2-0, not interested in any counter pressure. sold the TP, rises up to level 3, and then with the level 2 Carrion Swarm, super strong spell, able to cause a ruckus. I wouldn't mind a super long game. To anyone who says, well, Infi had to play a best of 7 before, he signed up for that, and now he's signed up for Mountain King's staff action onto the Haunted Goldmine, and I don't think there's that much he can do about it, but we do have sleep. This is at least draining mana. Clap is ready. Where's the sleep? Is he confident that he can force him into a TP? Burzy slapped. Oh boy! I feel like he missed the sleep before. Or did he calculate this? Carrying Swarm! Holy! Such a huge opportunity. But 1-2-0 holds.
Ooh, so close. Damn, dude, that's a huge deal. And in the end, only one ghoul goes down, right? Many went low HP thanks to the clap. I feel like this is something that I only started noticing recently. MK came in very strong early game, but if you have to TP out super low HP, it takes forever to heal again.
Except if you find this wonderful Ring of Regeneration that the Dreadlord has. Mountain King must be so jealous. And also, Infi got the first Shadow Priest stolen. So this is now the first source of healing in the entire game for him.
Big mana potion for the Dreadlord. This is looking pretty good for 1-0, I'd say.
Ooh. I like that he's realizing that this Dreadlord is an illusion. And dispelled against it instead of like blindly throwing a Stormbolt in panic.
What is your favorite army for the undead here to go for?
Garg's
Looking
Worms.
Towards late game. Yeah, right?
Garg's
I
Worms,
think that's it,
dude.
Garg's Worms, baby, let's go!
Chic style, best style.
And it's really hard for human to deal with that.
I agree.
If the Dreadlord is level 5, dude, the game is rough.
Yeah, like how do you counter that? You can try Dragonhawks. That's the best bet. Because Gyros, no chance against Carrion Swarm. Like 0. Maybe tanks with Barrage. I haven't seen that in one-on-one too often.
I've seen it a couple of times, and it got smoked every time I saw it.
Carrion Swarm does solid damage against them too, alongside ghouls, eh? Yeah. And worms.
Dreadlord, I feel like nowadays is like the extreme case of the Warden. You remember in the 90s and 2000s, everything was extreme, and there was XXX everywhere?
Oh, I saw a lot of XXX, trust me.
Yeah, me as well, this morning, and yesterday, and the day before that. But anyways, yeah, the Dreadlord is the Warden extreme, because he's extremely good on level 5 and 6, even more so than the Warden, I would say. And he's extremely bad before level 5, also a lot more than the Warden.
He is extremely rare, but also this Ring of Regen mana potion combo is extremely powerful. This setup looks... Oh, what? That was extremely dumb to go for the Shredder right here.
Extremely expensive! And there he's extremely dead.
Well, how to feed a Dreadlord, but also ghouls extremely caught by that clap.
He was extremely denied by the creeps at least, so no extreme experience given away.
Extremely good timing by the creeps then. Gotta give praise to that. We do go Gargoyles. 1-0 is listening. Because, yeah, as I said, there is no anti-air outside of the Berserker. And maybe Shadow Priest. And no guard towers, nowhere to be seen. Maybe in the base? Not really. Oh, these Gargs can have a sick combo. Combo? Timing.
If you just went for the second Shredder plus Zeppelin, that's more than 1,000 gold spent. That's almost exactly 1,000 gold spent at the lab. That's extremely expensive.
Round 2, huh? Well. At least this one is not getting sniped. Helps a little. Hero level's looking fine. Ghouls roaming. He catches the Mountain King again in the middle.
Alchemist. Popular choice. AoE healing against the AoE damage. Doesn't work on mechanical units, though.
Yeah, Infi played this a lot against Night Elf, where we also have a mass air meta. That's the first one. Okay, Zeppelin in, but for how much longer? Stormbolt, Berserker, Coil arrives in time. Carrion Swarm deals with the Bursey. There's not much to do against these gargoyles. Zeppelin, no option no more.
Mana now starting to run low on the two first heroes, but we got more coils, we got more heal spray. The longer this game goes, the better it is for the undead. Every level up for the Dreadlord is one step closer to ultimate domination.
Not extreme domination?
Extreme domination.
Shout out to my homie Schnickelfritz GG who says extreme dinosaurs auf die 1. Ja, man. Exactly
Bro,
that.
That was so good.
Exactly that.
That was... I think that's one of those TV shows you should never again watch as an adult.
Yep.
But as a kid, that was so amazing.
Bro, second shout out, Biker Mice from Mars.
Now, I remember you've mentioned this a couple of times. I must say, I never watched that.
I did not hear you say that, or don't remember, or didn't listen. Extreme selective memory.
Extremely high experience of the MK, to be honest. He's got a big lead over the Dreadlord. But still, I feel like there's always a timer on. Once the Dreadlord gets 5, all bets are off.
100%. Mountain King, I mean, he could dominate the ground with the clap, but that's exactly why you go for Gargs. And then Stormbolt is left, but we're working on the levels. This is another consumable here. We are on tier 3. I'm just waiting for the Boneyard to drop.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, it is! There it is! Extremely rare sight. Use the Boneyard.
Extreme precise prediction.
Extremely hard to counter as well.
Yeah.
Normally, Human has some of the best anti-air in the game with gyros.
He's going gyros, Remo. Why? You cannot go gyros.
Well, maybe he can.
Yeah, I mean, he can, but he can then lose.
In case you guys don't watch Warcraft that often, it deserves explaining. Carrion Swarm is a big AoE that gets crazy strong on level 5, and it's very rare in AoEs to work against mechanical units. Nova, for example, doesn't work, and many other abilities also don't work, but Carrion Swarm does hit mechanical units and flying units. Only thing that works against gyros is Carrion and Breath of Fire, but Breath of Fire is tiny range, Carrion Swarm huge range.
One could say extreme range as well.
Extreme range.
This was changed during the Reforged process. Very, very cool change. And yeah, this is like incredibly hard to counter. Like, you have to dodge the swarms. That's what he's saying right now, right? I am good enough that I'm able to dodge your swarms. Otherwise, he has to play Dragonhawks.
Yeah, and this means that most of the time, the human army is the chasing army, and the undead army is the kiting army. It's the other way around here. You have to kite endlessly with those gyros. You have to try to dodge the carrion swarms. It is so hard to micro this well. Also, of course, because you don't only have to micro the gyros, but also the ground army. This is super, super hard. This is extreme difficulty.
Well, if Infi is that confident after the past 2 maps that we've seen of his, okay. I'm here for it. Show me. Prove me. I, as I said, still have yet to see tanks as a mix-in. Tanks can be nice against mass air units. We do have a solid number of gyros. So no level 3 carrion swarm yet. Maybe this is the time.
Yeah, this is rather slow as far as Red Lord leveling goes, to be honest. First carrion swarm hitting, and gyros not deciding to go down. Once it's down to the Gargs right away, heal scroll and scroll of the beast, and still no level 5.
Love the acid bump against the Gargs as well. Gyros do tons of damage. Heal scroll would have done a lot for 1-2-0. Carrion swarm mostly dodged, actually not bad, and Garg numbers dwindling. But he is level 5.
Level 5 though. And boom, you see the damage right away from the carrion swarm. Some Gargs also falling. Looks like heavy losses on both sides, but 1-0 supply still much higher, with Frostworms soon showing up.
Right on. And Frostworm have AoE as well since one of the last patches, so they are fantastic versus gyros as well. Not alone, they still need buffer units, but definitely better than prior to the patch. Statues falling, and that hurts. There was a full, full mana statue. Was thinking maybe he can snipe that worm, maybe, but no. These gyros, they need a workshop to heal.
But wait, didn't Frostworms always have splash damage?
Nope. I mean, to ground, yes. To air, no.
Oh, really? But the ground splash damage is tiny, so I imagine air splash damage also very small. Did 1-0 forget about 5 gargoyles in his main base, by the way?
That's reserve. You call them when you need them.
Okay. Call me baby. Double mana potion on the Dreadlord as well. And of course now, first huge level up unlocked with level 5 Dreadlord. But the nice thing is, it gets even better. Because the ultimate of the Dreadlord is by far the best undead ultimate that the race has to offer. The other 3 are meh to bad, but this one is incredible.
Whew. Okay, we got a huge army again. This damage was nicely distributed. Maybe that's a chance for Infi, actually. The kiting is looking fine. There's not much mana before the next potion. The Gargs are basically gone.
Next Carrion Swarm though, big damage, quad kill right away on those gyrocopters. But the third base is established.
He built a cannon tower against mass air. That's the choice. Oh my god, Banish Stormbolt almost takes out the worm here. Not too much impact from the most expensive unit in the game, to be honest.
And takes out the worm with the Stormbolt indeed.
Bro.
0. There's still the reservists in the main base.
Yeah, they're still waiting for the right moment. Oh boy. These gyros, like, all Gargs disappear, all gyros disappear. This is such an expensive game.
He noticed. Wait. He noticed 2 of the Gargs, not the other 3. What is going on? Is this a Walk TV bug?
This is obviously the most important gargoyle, and it's only on hold for very, very special moments. He is giving up on the worms, though. Maybe Banish Bolt stops the worm?
Seriously big mistake here by 1-0. He only has 1 shop. You want to have at least 2 shops, maybe even 3. You need to spam mana potions. This is very weird. Like, he has played perhaps more Dreadlord games in pro matches than anybody else. This is very, very clear. You need mass mana potions.
Labby does it perfectly. He chucks these things. Reset, you wonderful soul. Thank you for the gift sub.
This is a sick game by Infi.
Yep.
Beating level 5 Dreadlord, man, it is so hard. Finally, the reservists have been brought in at the 16:30 minute mark.
I was a gyro hater, Remo. I never in a million years thought that this would work. Infi did a wonderful job maneuvering the army. Sometimes things shouldn't work on paper, but then they do. And this is also what a lot of people said about Mountain King versus Night Elf, but Infi did make it work. And maybe it's the same here, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, level 6 could still turn this. More towers coming, by the way. Gyros coming in from different angles. First Carrion Swarm doesn't lead to many kills.
Oh my god, these Gargs. This is 11 Gargs. Where is this 11 Gargs? Never is this 11 Gargs. We got another Carrion Swarm. Okay, but only 2 kills. More and more and more gyros also from the right-hand side, cleaning up the air. 50 food only for 1-2-0. Can they survive? It looks like it. Stops the Dreadlord one more time. Oh, he actually dodges that Carrion Swarm. Infi is a god.
Yeah, 1-0 there. I think he wanted to use it, then got Stormbolted, and then used it way too late. This is really not the best execution by 1-0, and he's also lacking, as I said before, those mana potions.
Well, he chucked
Carrion Swarm on 1 night only.
1 night only. Oh, that's not too much, eh? But it's all about the air. It's all about the air. The night doesn't even matter that much. He gets triple workshop, triple gyros, 3 attack upgrades. I also gotta say, I love the acid bomb on these Gargs. Mamma mia. That does so much work in the direct encounters. The gyros do so much extra damage because of it.
Kill the knight. 1 kill from level 6.
When the night was young and the land was dark. And the moon.
Third base for 1-0 is almost finished.
Yeah, Infi doesn't have too much eyes on the map, right? Very focused on the defense.
How does he still only have 1 shop? What?
Well, he was maybe busy fighting.
This is such a huge mistake.
Dreadlord, 18,600 damage. Infi close to Cosmodana as well. Bloodmage did a fine job. We get another mana potion. I wonder if 1-0 has like the mind of an FFA player. For late game.
What does that mean?
Like, that eventually it's a lot about building elimination and that an Infernal can shave away at buildings. And less about straight up direct fights.
This is a great attack also by Infi. The ground army is distracting at the natural, and those gyros with the bombs ready to take out the third base.
They got the bombs.
Infi so deserves to win this game. He played this game way better.
15 gyros, not part of the attack at the expo, and now the gyros have, the Gargs have to respond, and that's open battleground for Mountain King, slowing down the XP, and then he just flies away with the gyro, but damage is done.
Cosmodan, very close.
Expo cancelled, 200 HP, no chance. Tanks are coming. Oh boy. That was level 6 though. And the Expo's safe. But this one might not be.
Infi's doing this so well. This is expertly done. So much gold as well, sitting on 3 bases for this long.
Third
Perfect play.
Third base timing was crazy. There was still a lot of pressure. 1-0 came in with a good number of Gargs and the worm, and he still was able to hold. Gyros in. No carrion swarm here. Oh, these gyros. Can they do? Oh, they actually do a lot more than I thought. Ooh, that's a lot of losses.
Cosmodon and Infernal at the same time. MK almost looked like he was surrounded. Oh my god, imagine if the MK dies here.
He can't be slapped. He's magic immune. The gyros are kinda gone. We don't have barrage either.
Tanks trying to take out the expansion. Only there's some decent mining, I guess, still left at the expo. Cosmodon doesn't last forever. Infernal has eternal uptime if it stays alive.
1-0 wasn't looking with the Gargs, man. Oh boy. But yeah, maybe focus on the heroes. It's all about that expo on the right-hand side as well. Cosmodon, can he just nuke him here? Gotta save him.
Ooh, Stormbolt on the DK. Very low HP. 2 more Stormbolts and he's gone.
He got a heal scroll. Dreadlord, need mana. Invo potion as well. Alchemist got a TP out. 1-0. Holds both. Bang down. The DK falls last second though. Oh, he doesn't hold.
Tanks take out the third. Wow. Infi with the perfect game against the Dreadlord. This is so hard to do. Masterclass, super sick after floundering on map 1 in the end game. That was incredible. Did he have time to watch Happy earlier? Getting some inspiration there. Happy did extremely well on this map against Sock. And it wasn't even very complicated. Oh, Infi though. He's going for a lab pull. This is normally the setup for 1 base all in.
Yes, that is correct. I haven't seen that too much by Infi, to be honest. He's always the macro player.
No Impale first here. That still seems to be a Happy special. 1-0 with the Beetles. Creeping up the natural fast. The goal for the Archmage will be to get a level 3 really quickly here.
Well. It comes down to items a little bit. Health potion, never bad. How clean can you creep this? That is oftentimes a problem for 1-0. Lots of fools already hurt. Beetles, skeletons.
Yeah.
Do this. This
was
is a
far from clean. This is
chance.
a lot
Yeah.
of damage of the ghouls.
Last hit. Goes to him though, and Impale at the ready. Surround, maybe. Yesterday he had a super sweet 4-unit surround. Not this time.
One ghoul might be going down in the main base as well. 1-0 has to multitask here as fast as he can. And Cryptod already out of mana. Those claws, though, are certainly nice. And 1-0 so far doing a great job keeping those ghouls alive. They were super deep in the red after the creeping of the natural. Oh, the one returning home. Is he gonna get killed by the footy? Ah, you thought you were safe.
Wow, how you find joy in other people's misery.
I mean, the ghoul's dead already. Sort of. You
He's
know,
undead.
half dead, fully dead.
He definitely is
What's the
hungry.
difference?
And that we can relate. Infi is creeping. Level 3 Archmage on the horizon. We got a staff as well to get out of surrounds. And the next attack. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Maybe lobbing the water elementals over. Doesn't even need that. Oh, Archmage.
Oh my god.
Stick
Where's
again.
the surround, buddy?
Needs it now. Oh no! Second try doesn't work. Floodgates open. Easy is cancelled for Infi.
That was not very crisp by 1-2-0, to be honest. Took him forever also to just slow the Archmage with a Nerob.
That was definitely a bit quicker yesterday versus life. So we had a beautiful, beautiful 4 points around there with the help of the Naga. But yeah, one base so far, tier 1 so far. Stars don't align that much for 1-2-0 on this map.
Now we got the level 3 Archmage. Water Elementals. Big danger here. Surround. Does work finally, but it's going to cost some ghouls again. Krilla would love to get his own level 3 here.
Far away though. Gotta farm a lot and blast through the mana. Archmage can also stay a long time. Infi, as so often, man, the past 6, 7, 8 years, creating space with Footman. Nobody, with the exception of 40, does it better.
Oh, great surround on the Water Elemental. Catches it out of range of the Haunted, actually. AM, though, comes back in. That right-click damage should be enough for another cancel.
And it is. Footman is falling. Second one, probably. If he... It's not denying it. Okay, we do have level 3. Didn't select the spell point yet. He is forcing the heal potion as well. But yeah, pressure is rising. Mountain King coming. Infi, unfortunately, super late blacksmith.
Oh yeah, rifles delayed, but Haunted still not finished. AM full HP, ready for the next round. Water Elemental does break through this time. Another easy cancel. Happy seems to have perfectly found the way to counter this strat. 1-0 right now, struggling hard.
How much did this delay do? With a timing attack, you need to be super precise and not lose any valuable second, but maybe the surround dodges bought that time. The entire early game bought that time. We got cannibalized, by the way. I only see this from Lucy usually. I love it. Wonder if that's gonna make a difference here.
1-0 didn't have enough lumber here for a while to even set up the Haunted again. Now trying once more. This is extremely late. Horrible position for 1-0.
Would you say Infi has extremely good chances to win this game?
Extremely good chances. I mean, after he beat the level 5 Dreadlord, I feel like he can do everything extremely well.
He is a cunner, as we say. Another Footman falling. Might want to optimize this army. He is still missing a farm. But should not be the end of the world here. Mountain King has arrived. Boots, staff, ring. Army still needs a little bit of punch, but there's also very, very little static defense.
Heat scroll not taken by 1-2-0. Normally at this point you want to have the expo mining for a while, want to have lots of gold, want to spam those items.
Well, We're
So
going.
far, this game has not gone according to plan.
Oh, clap first.
Clap first.
Got some ghouls coming in from the left-hand side. Those were not affected by that clap. How many claps we got? Here's another one. But that was the last for a bit. Impale stops him here too. A heal scroll would be so good.
One rifle goes down, though. The normal damage against them is working out pretty well so far. Adept trading on priests would be huge against these beetles.
Oh, Priest has to survive first and foremost. I feel like Infi, couple of unnecessary losses here. And 1-0 might finally start mining.
8:30. That's a late gold mine, but at least now it's up. Crypt Lord at the shop goes for that heal scroll. Infi would have to wait a little while to get the next one.
Uli, thank you for the 4 years, my dude. Much love. Zero so hurt, can't really go for a little run by. We get the Arcane Vault prior to the workshop. And you know what? Why not? He's not in need of a mortar team right now.
That we can get good again against the ghouls. One pick off after the next. Taking a long time trying to kill these rifles. Great healing also by the priests. Did he pull in the creeps intentionally against the tower? That would be sick.
I guess so. Maybe there was vision in the tower attack. Could also be possible. And that's a lot of mana burned now. Ooh, also, that thing will fall against the ghouls. Lots of open damage here. Tech is done by 1-0.
Oh, mana potion. Crippled in trouble. Is he dead?
Oh!
Yes!
Capitalism ruins everything, including 1-0's game. The availability of that shop, dude. Peak. Then he got that Stormbolt there. And Infi, man, so brutal. He let 1-0 hope for like 2 seconds. You know, tech is finished. He got that nice fight. And now the altar is late as well. That's a disaster. Boom, boom, boom. Infi 2-1.
Very well done. Very impressed with Infi here so far.
A player's forces are under attack.
Infi gonna be scouting with a footy. Oh, bash on the Acolyte. First hit bash. Unlucky. The pull doesn't work out right away.
Oh, no. That's
Lady Luck against
unfortunate.
1-0 right now.
Well, thankfully there is a corpse there, and that helped a little bit, even though the slow is applied now. But yeah, Crypt Lord creeping has been a problem for 1-0 for the past, I don't know, 2 years. Archmage, good progress, finds the ring, nothing too fancy. Footman does not have backpack, unfortunately, but, you know, a little bit of pressure. It's really annoying.
Crypt Lord gets the parry apt. Not a great item. That is actually the worst for the Crypt Lord, but whatever. Can sell it if necessary. Aiming for us around here on the footy. Does lock it in. Alright, 1 kill for free. Infi goes for the different gold mine, not the same that Stock went for. So it's cross positions on the expansions.
Well, also a parry apt here. I'd argue for the human heroes having a parry apt is nice. Against the Colnova nuke, of course, later. If he wants to hold it. And in the main, we get a little bit of scouting, we get a little bit of poking. This beetle can't hope for any kills though, or shouldn't. And then we expo Archmage! Ooh, 1-0 on the surrounds today, man. That's not a love story.
Finds his way to the haunted gold mine. Is that damage enough? One must ask. There's no reveal, by the way, against the cloak. Ideally, that's something you wanted to buy, seeing that Cloak of Shadows. Impale committed. That's not going to save the expansion. Miscalculation. Waste of an Impale.
Cancel done. Footman will fall. But yeah, can the ghouls do something here? They take out peasants, or wanted to. Defended by militia, as it seems. 1-0 again in trouble with his Crypt Lord Expo.
Yeah, really good start here by Infi once again. Realizing he doesn't have to expand right away. Take your time, make sure you don't lose too many peasants, go for a tower first, and get the cancel across the map. I like this early game way more than what Sok did. focusing too much on his own export timing.
Infi is very, very, very clever. Warcraft IQ extremely high, always has been. And macro games are, of course, his forte. Also, always have been. For 1-2-0, struggling with level 3, losing ghouls. Water Elemental would be amazing. Dude, these surrounds, something glitches with his surrounds today. Especially in comparison to yesterday. Night and day.
Crypto close to 3. And not denied here. I was about to say, even that is ruined by Infi, but no, that did end up succeeding in the end.
Player's forces are
Ghouls
under
still in the main base, and the peasants here, many of them low HP. This is still a bit stressful for Infi.
Yeah, Militia called again. This slowly but steady goes into Lumber. But he's back again. Archmage surrounded this time, but the man got a cloak. The footmen do the job. Water Elemental available soon, and it's another cancel for Infi.
And the ghouls not in the right position to hit the peasants at the expansion. It's really hard to do this all perfectly. This is where 1-2-0 shows the deficiencies in his Crypt Lord play compared to some other undeads.
That's why it's a bit surprising he's still resorting so much to the Crypt Lord instead of Lich or even Dreadlord. But Infi also had a nasty counter ready, so maybe losing faith in that. Footman getting cleaned up. There's good mana management on this Crypt Lord, we gotta say. Always new beetles.
Getting peasant kills here, though, is big right now. There's still lots of vulnerable ones in the main base as well. I wonder if 1-0 remembers that there are low HP peasants in the main. There's 3-4 easy kills perhaps available. Ghoul chasing, but after Footman, that's perhaps not the right target. AM staffing across the map. Want to get that cancel? Does he have the damage, though? Oh, this is pretty risky. There's ghouls here waiting.
Well, he's invis. Slowing down the Footman. He's waiting for the Water Elemental. There it is. We talked about perfect mana management, about beetles. We can say the same about Infi. If there's a Water Elemental, you can't get that expo up. Cancelled very, very late again.
You know what would be sick here? Backpack. Backpack. If the Crypt Lord here had more rods to summon, I really don't understand why not more undeads go for it. But even without it, it's still a bunch of kills at the expansion. Crypt Lord is close to 4, in fact. Same as the Archmage.
More ghouls falling. Oh, we're waiting. We're just waiting for the next... Right, he doesn't even need to rush anything, man. When he has the next mana for the Water Elemental, he can cancel this expo one more time. Infi Shredder to replace the Lost Workers and also get some base defense here. And I don't know how 1-0 hopes.
So many herd units. Perfect moment to strike for the Crypt Lord.
Okay. Maybe there's a chance. Level 4, no mana though. Eventually, this will all be about the expansion. But if you cripple Infi now, maybe you can elevate some pressure. Here is the gold mine falling once again. Level 4 for him to cancel. 1-2-0. Got it. So now, how much murder can he commit?
Dude, what a wild, hectic game. There's 2 ghouls all this time AFK at the human expansion. Those could be activated maybe as well. Crypt Lord now low HP. Yes, that replenish potion. That replenish potion could be sick. He's using it. Valuable HP and mana being regened at the moment. This Archmage still invis at the expo. What is this?
Cloak's crazy, dude. The value of the cloak this game is nuts. There's so many laboratories that could reveal, but no opening for that. Arcane Tower up. The ghouls have been activated. Crypt Lord also back in the main.
Shredder fighting against the ghouls. Ghouls fighting everywhere. Crypt Lord indeed in the main base. That's a lot of kills, dude. This is so painful for the economy on both sides. Tekka Star, by the way, for 1-0. Acolytes are fighting against the Archmage with the headbutts.
Well, they say ghouls, acolytes are the better ghouls these days, so maybe that works. Would need a lot of reveal though, and Water Elemental is still here too. Economy is looking fine for 1-0 for now. The Shredder is holding the fort on the left-hand side. More ghouls falling, but also workers. Wild trades, and now 1-0 has the confidence once again now that he knows that the Archmage tallied back.
Can Infi cancel it again though? He might be able to.
No.
In fact, I think he should be able to, shouldn't he?
No. Acolytes are strong. Easily clean this up.
Next attack though. Next attack from the Archmage. He's healing up. He's getting a lot of mana. Crypt Lord is way behind on mana now.
Close to level 5 though.
Oh, He's about to hit tier 2 though. Needs that wand of negation. So bad. And a mana potion. Can you afford it? Not really.
I could sell something. One of negation, first and foremost. No action against the Haunted just yet. Footmen are coming in. Sweets around against the Water Elemental. But yeah, the problem of Footmen now. One of negation, not yet working on Footmen.
That's another cancel. We're 10 minutes in. There's no expansion still. Water Elemental breaks through. Cryptlord 5, but still no expansion.
More Footmen falling. On the other side, Infi has no tech, but at least he has started that tech. Archmage is just firing away at the Crippy, and health is slowly becoming an issue.
Infi looking better and better. Another try of the Haunted. What is this? Try number 5. He can go for Zeppelin now.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Zeppelin
Oh my
keeps
god.
off the harass. This might be a hopeless situation now for the Undead.
Graveyard finally finished, so he can go for a Garg. That's nice, but it won't help you here, will it? Creeps are attacking 1-0 now as well. Solid counter with the towers. Beetles also chasing, but the Arcane is making sure there's not too much pressure in the main.
Big gold lead already on Infi. It's gonna get more and more, especially the expansion is cancelled again. More footies again approaching. We got 6 on the field, 1 Water Elemental, only 1 charge left of the Wand of Negation.
Oh, Footy's about to fall, but there's reinforcements. Gargoyle is coming in. He doesn't need too many shots to deal with the Zeppelin, but Infi's playing it safe, knowing he mustn't risk anything, so that is safe now. Attempt number 6 or 7 on that Haunted Gold Mine. Ooh, what a tough game for 1-0.
Yeah, it was fighting hard, really close battle at the start of the game. But if something just slips up, if the expansion gets cancelled again and again, all of a sudden the human here will run away with the game. Human can still expand much more reliably than the Undead can. Unless you catch him in a surround in the middle of the map. Infi here was so slippery. Played this so well. This whole series so far, very impressive by Infi.
Impale level 3. Okay, doesn't hit the Archmage. DK is
He's going
coming
for
in.
another cancel.
Oh,
He's going for another cancel. And he might even get it.
he got 7 acolytes the entire time, and 12 acolytes, and 7 of them can't go to work.
Mana potion, impale, staff in, heal scroll, another cancel. That's it, dude. That's it.
That was such a sweet play. I mean, did it decide the game? Probably not. He was so far ahead before. But that's just insult to injury, dude. He just signals I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and you cannot stop me.
Very, very strong play here that Infi is showing. Impales now indeed are good, but guess what? Won't be good against Griffins.
1-0 needs 74 seconds to get this X swap finally. Infi is on the way to tier 3. He's getting air. He's getting gyros. Only now we get the slaughterhouse, man. 13 minutes, 45 seconds in. Archmage also has a potion.
Yeah, hero kill maybe would have been a way back. Not gonna get that though. Can he really get another cancel? Can he really? Maybe not. MK surrounded. Heal potion might not save him. Wait, maybe it's just a decoy. Maybe it's just a decoy.
Archmage a little fumbly bumbly here, but the big water elemental makes it through. Is in range? No. He got 30 seconds. That's an eternity. Archmage, cloak, TP, anything? Yup. Is he out of range though?
Wait.
Is he out of range? Oh!
Oh, he got the
snap,
cancel
he
again.
got it.
No way.
GG! Ultimate frustration. That was a very good Warcraft. What's that?
That was so well done.
What do we got? Archmage versus Lich indeed, and this is probably the matchup that 1-0 wanted from map 1 on.
I would certainly put a lot more trust in his Lich play rather than the Crypt Lord. And if only I could say one word to him, and if he was forced to listen, I would say backpack, baby. Backpack. It is so good. But I'm sure he is again not gonna go for it.
You can just
Instead,
WeChat him.
I feel like that's really BM though. Just like a caster. in
Since
the middle
when
of the
do you
shield being
care
like,
about mana?
What do you mean?
How do you...
I am so well behaved and raised. I would never.
We would never chat. Never.
Really good Acolyte pull here. This is an amazing Acolyte pull. Slows down the creep camp by a lot. Interesting creep route, by the way, from the Archmage. Creeping this camp first to get the level 2 and 2 items.
Yeah, I want to go back to that last topic for a second once again. What's your current relationship with Happy again?
Well, there's no relationship, so no status.
Oh,
so
didn't you Oh, Archmage gets surrounded right away. Look at that, like glue.
Trying to fight out, taking a lot of damage here. This is going to be a very difficult, annoying game for the AM. He's going to be low HP for a long, long time.
He got a phenomenal inventory though. He really wants this cancel one more time.
Honestly, if it's an early cancel, it's not even really annoying. 1 kill for the Lich to get level 2.
Looks like he's begging for a Nova with this Archmage, but now there's no mana anymore. And the deny by Infi.
Player's forces are under
Dude,
attack.
that's a huge deny.
Oh, and he opens up that surround, so the next footy goes through as well. Infi is dancing circles around 1-2-0. Again.
Building a shop back home, creeping with Militia. The low HP AM, though, indeed, is a pain point. Is Infi going to expand or not here? What is the plan?
I mean,
Player's
he got
forces
4
are under
farms.
attack.
That's usually a sign that you want to expand, so we might have time for you to tell the happy story.
What do you mean? There's no story.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. All good, chat, guys.
Okay.
Don't worry, chat. We're all good.
I
Infi
think
creeping up
1-2-0
the
would
natural.
follow your advice.
Is that level 3? Yeah, it should be. These 3 camps together are a perfect level 3. Very unconventional creep route, by the way. Normally, no human expands like this.
That's right.
And I would say this is certainly a difficult, painful early game for Infi, but I could see him certainly coming back with the performance so far.
How many ghouls we got? 10. Ooh, that's a lot of ghouls. Question is, I guess, how busy can Infi keep 1-2-0? Catches the Nova, catches the Cold. Not really in damage threshold. The so powerful level 2 Water Elementals.
Yeah, 1-0 putting lots of damage on the Archmage with only 1 Nova left when he knows there's a shop to heal the AM. This seems a bit questionable.
Lots of
The
damage.
elementals breaking through. Cancel would be a disaster. But I think this time he should hold.
What?
Surely.
I don't know. He has no repair.
Surely?
He has no repair here. The Acolytes are distracted by that Water Elemental. Footy damage. Footy damage. Oh, they abandoned the plan though.
This could have been an overcommitment. This could have been even more footy surrounded here. If only 2 go down in the end, that's a bullet sort of dodged. And much needed experience for the Lich.
An overcommitment after the Nova commitment that would have been. Things are not getting easier now for Infi with that expo up. Finally, that must have been a big sigh of relief. And the tech has started for 1-2-0 as well. Feeling confident now.
Yeah, tech timing amazing. Expo timing also good for 1-2-0. Just the levels here are the concern. Lich really needs to catch up, get that level 3. He's now going for mercenaries as well. Love to see that.
Yeah, especially
And
Dispel.
now, some Dispel finally, yeah.
Right on, right on, right on. This time, not too many footies anymore. Infi trying to pivot into the main base where every Acolyte kill would be nice little gold advantage. Second Necropolis only coming up now. I worry a bit about 1-2-0's expo since he doesn't repair it.
You might also want to worry about those peasants because Lich is showing up, ready to take out the tower. Arcane, good mana drain right away. Even if the Arcane falls, lots of mana drained already. And it's a counter-attack game right now. Human in the undead base and vice versa.
Okay, who's doing more here? Ghouls, micro to the side, well done. The other two sacrificial lambs, I guess. Ghouls gotta ravage this economy. But militia has been called. Lich, mana stone. There's a mana stone, Remo. On the ground.
Oh my god. Would be kind of nice to have now, I guess.
Yeah.
Archmage looking for so many kills, by the way. He's level 4 already, and he's getting more kills. And 1-0 taps out. An absolute destruction by Infi, outplaying 1-0 every step of the way. And the top 3 now, we have Infi and Happy and Sock.